Hello, Legionnaires. It is LCFR of Excalibur, here to run a little Lucius walkthrough for those who are interested. I get a lot of y'all slipping into my DMs. This is the start of this season, so we're probably still on Mars or something, as I have no idea who I'm facing. Abaddon, not a bot. This is my starting hand. I would normally auto snap keep it, because it's good, but a Severance squad will die very quickly to Abaddon, who can deal 3 damage to any troop he likes. So instead we're just going to open up and give him a little bop. I've kept Idakin squad for turn 4, because turn 4 is kind of going to be our power turn, where we do cool stuff. But against Abaddon, now that we top-decked a Tactical Brilliance, we're just going to accelerate that. The sooner we can get Abaddon stunned and off-kilter, the sooner we can actually start laying troops. Abaddon will try and control the early game by killing all our troops, and you will probably see him a lot if you're a new player. Probably exactly with decks like this, full of goddamn frontliners. But, of course, Lucius will just eat all your troops, and we're going to keep up the stun. And just keep chipping away. That's what you want to do with Lucius here. In almost every matchup, you just want to pound away, and obviously be kind of calm down, chill out when if you're getting punched back. Don't be drunk. Drunk Lucius has to go home. I'm drunk Lucius sometimes, so I'm one to talk. I hesitate for some time. Why? Slam the Skitarii Protector, LCFR. Slam it. Yeah, what am I thinking about? I have no idea. It's the obvious thing to do. But I guess while I'm doing that, yeah, if as you've noticed with Abaddon here, who's slightly tough in the early game for us, forces us to wait, we just want to keep him stunned if we have stuns. And if you're playing Emperor's Children, especially if you're playing Lucius, you want to play stun. So we want both your Idakin squads and at least one diversionary tactics. At least one. It's also just good for triggering perfection. Yeah, I would like it if it was a smoke grenade. And let me draw a card, but whatever. Yeah, and this is a pretty straightforward one. Pi Alpha's not secret tech against Sons of Horus. He may or may not play Smoke Grenade. I'm not playing around a Smoke Grenade. I'm just going to keep smashing face. We've got Pride of the Emperor. You don't need Pride to play Lucius or Emperor's Children. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Yeah, you need it to break into High Terra, unfortunately. But you can play a strong Emperor's Children deck and a strong Emperor's Children game without ever drawing Pride of the Emperor. So don't be detracted from playing them. Of course, since we do have it, it is going to directly determine our gameplay, and we're just going to figure out a safe way to deal 7 damage right to Abaddon's Dome. Why? Because Sons of Horus have their own dirty finisher, Spirit of Vengeance, which for 8 energy will deal 8 to our Dome. So we want to make sure that we don't get within 10 health, even 12 after turn 8, they can get you. We want to approach him like a wild mongoose here, but we're the snake. Unless the mongoose kills the snake, then don't do that analogy. He's played structures. That's not going to help him. We're the best swordsman. Yeah, winning is survival, Abaddon. But you died. Here's the deck list. This is what I ran up until about 4,500 last season. Kind of hit a plateau there for reasons we can talk about in another video. The guts of this deck are probably the same guts, well, they are the same guts, really, as any Emperor's Children deck. So in the 4 slot, kind of the most common EC playable card is Idakin Squad and Misael's Jet Bikes, and we'll take a peek at all of them after. We play Agnaman, we play 2 Tactical Brilliance, we have to. Hold at all costs is, if you have it, you have to play it in Lucius. I'll fight you, you have to play it. If you don't have it, it's okay, but put it on your wish list for sure. But Agnamin, Idakan Squad, Misael's Jet Bikes, Concentrated Firepower, Diversionary Tactics, like those are common to uncommon cards you can get. Goldstone Hunters are sort of a must-have. The Pi Alphas are good if you have them. You could play Manifest Destiny if you want to. But if you look at the energy curve here, what we're doing is about 50% split between even and odd cards, and a really, really tight energy curve so that we can do lots and lots of stuff in the early game. So that it frees up our energy a little later to get super huge or just roll out tons of troops or tons of action. Like this is a very explosive deck. One of the key cards that we want to look at is Concentrated Fire. Give +1 to your Warlord for every friendly unit, even if that's just giving you... That includes Lucius, by the way. So that's Lucius plus your troops. Units includes your Warlords. So even if that's just giving you a +2 or 3 boost, that can close out a game, that can help you remove a creature that's a little tough. You want to play at least one. I recommend 2. Idakan Squad. Play him perfect. Always play him perfect. Stunning stuff in this game is huge, and especially as an Emperor's Children player where your troops aren't super huge, stunning can just put you over the top. Misael's Jet Bikes, play them perfect, always play them perfect. Tactical Brilliance. I can't think of any possible reason not to play this card in any Emperor's Children deck. Put it on your wish list if you don't have 2. You can hack it out if you don't have them, but they're incredible. They'll let you play your big troops faster. They'll let you play a lot of little troops in one turn. They'll really just help you get there. But they do put you at a bit of a card disadvantage. You gotta mind that. Agnamin, one of the troops you can roll out on turn 4, which is our power turn. And hold at all costs here. Hold is, at high levels for sure, you need hold. Hold's not used every game per se. You don't want to keep it in your starting hand, but it's almost always useful when you draw into it. On turn 8, it can get you to 8 strength. It can sometimes use its perfection ability, which will just reboot you. It is kind of like a third Tactical Brilliance with an energy cost. That's a good way to see it. So using it to even play one more troop, no problem. And this is probably the little MVP, the little guy that could. Severin Squad is your best early play against 99% of your opponents. It will immediately put people off kilter. It's sort of like a focus pull. They have to deal with it, or it can get 6 damage through very early in the early game. Let you catch up with those high health warlords. Or muscle out other creatures. Always play them. Well, that's all for now, folks. If you have any deck tech questions or requests for specific matchup videos or walkthroughs, leave a comment, and thanks for watching. Up next is the Eternal Into the Mirror.